All right. Hey, everyone. Today, we're going to talk about this guy. I've been using this for 2 months at this point. So, I have a lot of things to say about it, some good things, some bad things. But overall, I feel like it's always pretty valuable to hear these kind of things from people that have no monetary interest in this. Meaning, I bought this myself. I'm not an influencer, and all the things I have to say are pretty honest from usage in different situations, in different places, in different ways. And maybe before you buy it, you want to see how this goes, or you just want to watch someone on the internet talking about random shit. Let's go. Let's do this. I am going to keep a tally here of where we at, just so I know the things that I'm talking about and don't lose count of maybe the pros and the cons. Let's start. So, first one, positive. If you're into Crocs like I am, I don't have necessarily a collection per se, but I'm very much into the different Crocs, the ones with the platforms, the boots. I enjoy the material, the rubbery feel and shape and form. I feel like coming from that space to this, it's pretty easy if you already like the brand because it looks a lot like it. You're able to play with it a lot like you would play with your shoes, and we're gonna get to that a little further in. It's so easy to enjoy this if you already enjoy the Crocs, and if you're not a Crocs fan, this is definitely a way easier product to get yourself into Crocs products. So what is this? Maybe an 8 out of 10 for, I will call this branding probably, but it's not necessarily branding. It's in a different realm, I guess. Likability, 8 out of 10 for likability. Okay, that sounds good. All right, second, and this is pretty positive too. You probably see I haven't taken even the plastic out of my zippers because I want to make this feel like it's still new, but the zippers are really good. The zippers are so smooth. They really, really are. There's a size play here, I feel, because there's something perspectively they are bigger than what the bag actually is, which is another topic that we're gonna get into. But it feels like even if the backpack falls apart, the zippers are going to be there. And again, super smooth, really good quality, durable, and all of that. Very satisfying in all the collective. So the categories zippers, and for zippers, it's a good. Are we giving tens already? No, it's a 9 out of 10. Awesome. So let's turn this around real quick. The back. This is no forward thinking technology, but I feel like there's been a little bit of thought to it overall when it comes to being ergonomically comfortable. The padding here on the back, it's pretty good. It's pretty comfortable. There's not a lot that you can put inside of this bag, and again, size is going to be one of the things that we're going to talk about. But when it's packed just like it is now, because I want to show you the inside with things in it and whatever, it feels pretty comfortable compared to some other bags out there. This is really good padding, so a good 8 out of 10. All right, then from the back we're gonna go to the side. Do you see this line here in this bottle? This happened on the day that I went out for a walk and had this for quite some time. Probably was sunny during the day, whatever. It stained the bottle. Is it important? For some people might be. It's not for me. I have washed it several times, by the way, before you think I haven't. Maybe I should do a little harder, maybe, but it hasn't come off that easily. And something else. because the bag is kind of full inside, the way that it is structured and the laws of physics that two bodies cannot occupy the same space. You see, I'm not even capable of getting the bottle to this line, which means that it's even further up. There's not, a lot of room to pull this in. And quite honestly, this is a fairly small bottle compared to all the Stanley cups the girlies are carrying these days. This is a pretty negative downside. The pocket sizes, I would give it a solid 3 out of 10. I want to bring it to the size now, which takes us to the second negative aspect of this backpack. I feel like this was made for kids, which may tell a lot about myself as a 40-year-old man buying kids backpacks. So please watch this video so I can pay my therapist. But it feels like it was either made for kids or just a good trial from Crocs to see, let's see how people respond to this. It's fairly small. I have not a lot inside. I have a pair of shoes. I went to the gym, shorts. And as you can see, I couldn't even pull the bottle inside that well. This is definitely a downside. And if you ever watch this, please consider, your adult audience population with more needs of space. But that is not a 3 out of 10. Like the pockets to me are pretty bad, but it's a 5 out of 10. Maybe it's an encouragement for minimalism, but not from Crocs. I don't think this is what Crocs was going for. So a good 5 out of 10. All right, now the fourth positive things. I think, the good things live in the details. There are a lot of good details if you think about it in this bag. The texture, the rubbery, again, connecting to the shoes line. Here on the back, again, connecting to the shoes line. If you're already a Crocs lover, you're gonna love this thing. I think this alludes to probably that strap that goes in every back of every pair of Crocs. And also lets you play with your bag in the same way that you would do with your shoes. There's a playful component to it that I can, appreciate, I guess. As you've seen, I've done this, which again is kind of weird for a 40-year-old. I'm having an identity crisis right in front of you. That's branding, probably very positive. It's a good 7 out of 10. And why not is higher than a 7? Because it could have some more things. It could have been a good playing with colors, like this rubber material being one color, with the zippers being a different color, like a Cotopaxi style type of thing. That would have been so much fun. Overall, the details and the branding, it's pretty solid, but I'm giving 7 out of 10 just to encourage more improvements in it. But it's positive. Okay, so we have seen the front, the sides, and the back, and now we probably should go to the intern part of it, right? Let's do it. So 3 pockets. Well, 2 pockets and 1 sleeve. The front pocket, which you have, small little other pockets here, some other small pockets for your pants, and a fair amount of space for you to add your stuff. Quite good. The middle pocket is where I feel a little maybe disappointed at Crocs, not only for the size, but because it might have, been missing a separation here. It does come with this netting here, which is probably where my shoes should have been, but there's no separation, which again kind of takes me back to this was an intentional small bag, probably for kids or probably just for trying out the market, but don't like this one. And the sleeve, the computer sleeve, I'm glad it's here. I enjoy. Well, it's not made for kids if it has a computer sleeve. it's not made for kids. Well, hey, editing Gabriel here. There are a lot of opinions inside my own head about the computer sleeve, apparently. I said that the backpack wasn't for kids because it has a computer sleeve, and that's not true. Kids have computers these days, and if they don't have computers, they have iPads or whatever other shit. This could certainly be made for kids. I don't know where I stand in that space anymore, but I want to rectify what I said, because it can definitely be for kids. It's not because it has a computer sleeve that it's not for kids. That's all. I'm gonna take this opinion down right now. It was not made for kids. It's just small, so it makes it even worse, I guess. It's nice. I said it before. The cushion here is really good. I feel like someone thought about it on making this comfortable, and they achieved it. And, you know, putting together the front pocket, the middle pocket, and the computer sleeve overall as, I don't know, what would I call this as a category, like separation or room, spaciousness. It's a spaciousness. It's not size, because it's the volume that you can fit in. It feels wonky. So this is a 6 out of 10. And it's the third, probably negative. It's a 6 out of 10, but I'm going to count this as negative because it's not to my likes. I want to say that I probably left the best 3 parts for last. Not for any clickbait purposes, because it makes sense to talk about them in that sequence. Which is, first of all, going back to the details, right? You have the logo, you have the rubbery feel, but you have structure. You see, a lot of the backpacks out there won't have a form. For someone that has somewhat of a visual anxiety, this will calm my sight. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure someone out there will sympathize with this idea. The structure on it, the way that it, you know, it's not falling apart like the other fabric backpacks, which they have their space. I have several of them, but this is positive. Fifth positive aspect. The sixth positive aspect that comes along with that is this guy, because we have seen from the back, inside, on the side, front. Now we're seeing the bottom again, reinforcing of the branding, the attention to detail. And not only that, this is very special to me. Honestly, I value the structure of products so much, the form, that not a lot of backpacks out there will be able to do this. You know what I'm saying? You just leave it, it won't fall, it won't blah, you won't blah. I can very, very much appreciate that. It's an eye soothing for me as well, as, you know, in so many levels. So this gets an easy 11 out of freaking 10. And last but not least, the seventh positive aspect comes with the playfulness category that I mentioned before, but because it has an extra layer of playfulness, I think it's separated from that. And it I don't know. I'll let you be the judge of that. But the front pocket, you have the regular access to the pocket, but you also have access to this. Again, physics play a huge role here. Two bodies cannot occupy the same space, so if you're jammed inside of the middle pocket, you probably won't be able to fit anything here. But it has that, it's a hidden spot, you know? It's fun. I feel like fashion, accessories, all that sort of shit are also made to be fun, exploratory, play with your senses, with your visual satisfaction, with the satisfaction that we search for in ASMR online, with those videos, you know, like this is real life satisfying things. Do you know what I'm saying? Overall, I feel like this is very positive. I do enjoy this bag a lot. I wish it was bigger, so please, Crocs, if you're listening to me, make it bigger. And if you're also listening to me, make the sizes of these pockets, come on, and maybe play with more colors. Again, that Cotopaxi mix match could be fun in this. I do recommend it. I think I got it for like 69 bucks with discounts and shit, which is a pretty, okay value for it with the durability that it has shown to have. I have to say some stitches have come off, but not to the point that the backpack itself has fallen apart. It's just like finishing, which could be negative. We could add that to the negative review of it. Okay, so it has 1, 2, 3, 4th less negative, just to keep it, just to keep you watching Crocs.